Is the glass half empty or half full?
Right. And so if you think it's half empty, well, then you think, well, the past hasn't been that good, and it's probably not going to be any better in the future. Right.
And yet, if you see the glass half full, you look back and you say, well, there were some good things that happened, and in the future there'll probably be some more good things.
Yeah, the best is yet to come.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's about perspective.
Join us for life stories
And meaningful moments in the community. Hey there, glad you joined us.
Here's a question for you. What does the phrase, "what is past is prologue," mean to you?
That's an interesting question. We're Doug and Lynn Nodland from Sharing Life's Lessons.
And when we use the term prologue, we're using it in the context of history is a preview of what is to come.
And it's been around, that phrase, for quite a while. 400 years ago, Shakespeare put it in a play, The Tempest.
Right.
And fortunately, the play had a good ending.
Right. And that phrase also reminds me of something that happened to me a long time ago. I was a first-year law student at the University of Minnesota, and U.S. Supreme Court Justice William O. Douglas was going to come to talk at Northam Auditorium. So a bunch of us law students thought, well, we can't pass up on that opportunity.
Right, that's a good one, right?
Right. And so we went, and Justice Douglas told a story about how he was riding in the back of a cab in Washington, D.C., and as they were passing the National Archives building, he saw chiseled on the front those words, "What is past is prologue." So he thought, well, the cab drivers in Washington, D.C. had sort of a reputation for having an opinion on everything. And he thought he'd put him to the test. So he asked him what he thought it meant. And the cab driver thought for a second, and he thought, "We ain't seen nothing yet," is what he said.
Wow.
So
why do you think you remembered that story for so long?
Right. I'm sure Justice Douglas had a lot of profound things to say, and that story always did stick with me. Maybe it's because that cab driver took that sort of maybe complex philosophical thought and turned it into simple everyday language.
Yes. And that reminds us kind of a column that we wrote recently about, is the glass half empty or half full?
Right. And so if you think it's half empty, well, then you think, well, the past hasn't been that good, and it's probably not going to be any better in the future. Right.
And yet, if you see the glass half full, you look back and you say, well, there were some good things that happened, and in the future there'll probably be some more good things.
Yeah, the best is yet to come.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's about perspective.
Exactly. And there's a lot of division going on in the country right now.
I guess.
Right.
And sometimes in families.
Right. Some people just want to tear everything down and then build it up all new and different.
But there's a famous person who has a saying about that.
Right. In fact, it's Walt Disney. And he said, "The past can hurt, but how I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it."
I'm a psychologist, and we're both success coaches. And we're always looking to see from the past, what can we learn so that we can do better and be better in the future.
In fact, there's another quote by Zayed Abdolnauer, and he says, "Never erase the past. It shapes who you are today and will help you to be the person you'll be tomorrow."
We talk about how each moment is a new moment, and it can provide a road for positive change. We've all made mistakes.
No one's perfect.
No, and our country isn't perfect. But we hope that past learning can provide for a better future.
So what about you? What's your takeaway for the phrase, "What is past is prologue"?
Well, what do you want to have different in your life? What changes? And how can it be better for you?
Winston Churchill has a phrase about that. He says, "Of this I'm certain, that if we open a quarrel between the past and the present, we shall find we have lost the future."
Remember what the cab driver said. We ain't seen nothing yet. So let's learn from the past and work together with care and understanding so we create the best future for all.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this matter. You can contact us at WeCare@sharinglifeslessons.com.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.